Top of the muffin to you. That's right, we're talking muffin tops this morning, but first, it's 5:40 a.m. on a Wednesday. This is a live look of Atlanta, GA. You know, in the past few years, the term muffin top has gone from being the top of a tasty breakfast treat to not so nice way to describe someone's waist.
But Lindsey Boetsch is getting rid of both of them today. Good morning, Lindsey.
Good morning. And yes, women can have muffin tops, but men can also have them as well.
What?
So men, you are not left out of this. This is for everybody. So we're talking about some easy workouts that you can do to get you in shape for bathing suit season, which again, right around the corner. You have been warned. And we have this power bar here. Gary Hackman joins me now. He is a personal trainer. And show us the first exercise that we're going to do.
Okay, one here we can do is we're going to work on the upper body here first. So one easy one is just a bicep curl. All right, and you're just curling up. You come extend all the way down. Come up, just curling it. You can use with the bar here. You can also use dumbbells as well too. It doesn't have to be just a bar. So if you have dumbbells at home, that works as well too. All right.
And how many reps should you do of that?
You can do, 15 to 20 reps just starting off, or you can do it for time as well. You can do maybe 30 seconds, see how many reps you can get in 30 seconds, up to a minute. The sooner you start, the less time or less reps, and you can build your way up as you go along.
Are there any things that people should remember as in terms of form when doing them?
Yeah, you want to stay with your form, keep your form down before you try and go up in weight. As you go up in weight, make sure you don't lose or you get bad form. That's more important than how much weight you do necessarily.
Okay, and the next exercise?
All right, so we're going to do an overhead press now. Okay. So you'll start at your shoulders here. You're going to come overhead and go all straight up above your head. As you do that, you can kind of work your core at the same time. If you keep your abdominals contracted, that holds your back in a neutral position, and you can work both kind of at the same time.
And legs shoulder width apart, just about?
Yeah, about shoulder width, hip width apart or so. Doesn't be real narrow or real wide.
And when you bring the bar up, lock your elbows, keep them loose?
I would extend your elbows out all the way. That way you're using the full range of motion.
Okay, and one more exercise?
All right. Last one here we'll do is just a bent over row. Mm-hmm. So this one, the form is really important here. You're going to be, leaned over about a 45-degree angle or so. Main thing here is keeping this back nice and flat. You don't want to be hunched over. And you're pulling the bar up to the chest, just a bent over row. And this is working more your upper back and your scapular muscles.
And keep your knees bent?
Yeah, your knees to be slightly bent. I mean, you could have them straight, but you're better off having them a little bent.
All right, thank you very much. We have plenty more exercises coming your way this morning. Memorial Day weekend is only a few days away, the unofficial kickoff to summer.
It's joking that bathing suit season starts tomorrow when it's going to be 91 degrees, so you better get on those exercises today.
My issue is probably doing those, like holding the muffins.
Or just around the corner, so is bathing suit season.
Lindsey Boetsch is helping you get rid of your muffin top this morning. Good morning, Lindsey.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's already summer. I can't wait for it to come. I'm ready for the warm temperatures, but we are getting you ready for bathing suit season. And men, we're talking to you too, not just the women out there. We're getting the men in shape as well. Gary Hackman joins me. He's a personal trainer, and we are working on lower body this time around.
Correct.
All right, what's the first one we're going to do?
All right, so the first one we're going to do, pretty common one, is squats.
Okay.
All right, so there's a little bit of a setup to it just to get the form down. Mm-hmm. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart or so. Okay. Toes out just a little bit, and when we squat down, we're going to pretend like we're sitting on a stool almost. So you really stick the butt back, stay on our heels, and come up. Okay. And as far as how far you go down, kind of depending on your balance, what you're comfortable with, if you have any injuries going on. So that's one pretty functional. And main thing, you're really working your hamstrings and your glutes there. Okay. So that's the first one. Okay. Next one is the lunges. Okay. The bar still be on the shoulders. Another common one, lunges, you're stepping out, one foot and back up. Okay. And then back to the other side.
So just, and do you want to keep a 90-degree angle?
Yeah, the back knee, you drop it straight down. That front foot, you want to keep it flat on the floor.
Okay, and how many
chest nice and up.
How many repetitions should you do with that?
Starting off, I would do maybe 15 to 20, or you can do maybe 30 seconds or so at a time of see how many reps you can get of that, or you can work up to, over 20 to 30, and then a minute at a time.
Okay, one last one.
All right, last one here. bar will be down by our legs here, and we're going to do a deadlift. So a deadlift is really important with the form. You want to keep your back nice and flat the whole time, so you're bending at your hips. We come down to about mid-shin, and then coming up.
Okay, I'm going to not do this one.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, so you want to make sure your back doesn't get rounded. That way you're not leading to any injuries. You can have your knees bent or straight, either or.
Now, aside from getting in shape for bathing suit season, why is it so important to do these exercises?
Well, one is just a lot of these are pretty functional, so they just help with everyday activities or stuff you do at home or at work. You get stronger with these movements. That makes things a lot less easier for you, or you're less likely to get injured doing stuff at home, picking up objects, that kind of thing, yard work.
And now we're using these power bars, but you can also use just regular weights as well.
Yeah, you can use, if you don't have these or access to these, you can use dumbbells as well too. You can start with lighter weight dumbbells and work your way up. And those you can get, any fitness store or workout store. All
right, we've got plenty more to talk about here coming up in the next half hour. Some more upper body strength and some more lower body strengthening things as well.
Lunges might be my least favorite exercise ever.
Absolutely.
I just don't like to do them.
I don't like the planks.
I don't mind the planks. It's the, they hurt. Just around the corner, which also means bathing suit season is not far behind.
That's exactly true. This morning, Lindsey Boetsch is helping get rid of that muffin top. Good morning, Lindsey.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to summer, although summer doesn't officially start until about June 21st-ish, right around there. So we are getting you in shape and getting you ready to put on that bathing suit. Men, we are talking to you too, not just women. And you know what? You can even get your kids involved in some of these too. It doesn't hurt to get them started early. We are using a power bar this morning, and Gary Hackman is with us. He is a personal trainer, and he is giving us some exercises that you can do at home. So what's the first one that we're going to do?
All right, so now we're going to do some combination moves. So we did squats and we did overhead press. Now we're going to put them together. I call these thrusters. So we get in our squat position, our bar at our shoulders. We squat down, and then we come up into overhead position.
Okay.
Then you come back down there and just repeat like that. So I call those thrusters. So it's a combination move, lower and upper body together.
And form for that is very important.
Yeah, you want to make sure, one thing, especially keep your chest up. You don't want to be leaning over as you do that, and keep your weight on your heels so you're putting less stress on your knees as well. Okay. Next one, now we're going to do a deadlift high pull. So we did the two moves separately, now we'll do it together. So feet kind of wide. You're coming down like a deadlift. Keep that back nice and flat. Come down about mid-shin, and then we come up, bar up underneath our chin, and then back down.
And now what does this work?
So now we're working, you'll work your back some, you're going to work your glutes for the lower body part, your quad some, and then upper body you're going to be working your shoulder, your core a little bit, especially if you keep that engaged, and your arms and your shoulders as well too.
Okay, and you have one more?
One more, last one is, so we're going to do some lunges with the bar raise. So lunge out, bar comes up.
Chad, these are your favorite, I bet. Woo!
There you go. All right.
Whoa, that's yeah, I can see how that would do something good for you.
Yeah, so I mean it's a little more technical, a little more advanced, but you're working, it's a total body move, you're working everything all at once.
And how much more beneficial is it to do the upper body and lower body at the same time?
Well, it can be pretty beneficial, especially with a lot of your movements just throughout the day. You may not even realize you're using multiple joints and limbs at the same time, and the more efficient you get at that, then that carries over to just everyday life as well.
All right, thanks so much for joining us this morning, Gary, and I hope you guys took notes. Men, women, and even kids can do these as well to get you in shape for the summer.
Yeah, fair. Now, I have to know, when you do the full body ones, Lindsey, do you have to do the woo to make it effective?
Absolutely, you have to woo.
Just have to burn more calories.
I wooed because I could feel it already.
Thanks for the advice.
Speaking of health, we were working out this morning with a body bar, and if you're interested in taking classes, NewFit does offer them on Wednesdays and Fridays at 6:45 in the morning here at their Main Street location. Also on Wednesdays and Thursdays, there's a power bar Indo row combination class, and that starts at 4:45 in the evening.